Hello and welcome to Lamphere High School's #1 sports show, Shot Clock, the show in which many topics from the world of sports are discussed and our panelists are given 24 seconds to make their point. I'm your host, Adam Wooley. On our episode today, we're going to be talking about if Michigan State can get back into the national championship picture, whether or not Brad Ausmus should be fired, and also discuss if Peyton Manning is overpraised. This season on the show, we have the breathtaking Dwayne Hogan, the young buck Noah Suitt, and the 12th man himself, Genti Marku. And let's not forget our all-important timekeeper either, Alex Peace. All right, guys, let's jump right into it. Dwayne, Michigan State's clearly the best team in the state of Michigan, but do you think they have enough to get back into the national championship picture?
Absolutely. This team, Michigan State, it's all set up for them to be in the national championship. 4 of the top 10 teams are SEC teams. They're all going to play each other, and they're going to have to fall. Auburn just fell this weekend to Mississippi State, and Ole Miss just beat Texas A&M this weekend. Alabama, they're going to lose, and they're in front of Michigan State, so that puts them behind them because they're going to play Auburn, Texas A&M, all of them. It's a 4-team playoff. All they have to do is get in the top 4, and they're in it.
Time.
There's no question that the college field is deep. Noah, speaking of which, what do you think the thoughts are on Michigan State? They're going to be able to get back into this picture?
They're 5-1 right now, and it seems like they're going to verse some pretty tough competition coming up. They're going to verse Ohio State, and even though Michigan is pretty bad this year, they will be in a rival game. We can't predict the future, and it's going to be tough for them to get back. Let's just talk about that.
Not tell us a dead air there, Noah. All right. Yeah, it is going to be tough for them to get back in, but with what they've had to go through as far as their scheduling goes, Genti, I think that the Big Ten is down, but what's your take on it?
I'd have to disagree with Noah. Ohio State is weak, but I'd also like to say that their strength of schedule is very weak, so I don't think they'll make it. Plus, against 2 ranked teams in Oregon and Nebraska, they've allowed 34 points on average. You can't win a game giving up 34 points. Plus, Oregon beat them, and Oregon also lost to a weak team.
Time.
The defense have definitely been suspect over the last couple weeks, giving up late points. Speaking of suspect, next topic, Brad Ausmus. Some of the move he made in the playoffs seem to be fireable offenses. Some believe so far that he should be gone. Noah, what's your take on the Brad Ausmus situation?
From the beginning of the season, he should have been fired. Not even hired. What am I saying? You can't hire a first-year manager for a World Series or bust team. The play calling in the playoffs was embarrassing. Throughout the regular season, it was embarrassing. Playing Joe Nathan through the whole season, even though he blew save after save after save. I mean, come on, Tigers. Why would you hire like that?
There's something to be said about loyalty, but then there's something also to be said about being stubborn. Genti, Ausmus's moves in the playoffs, especially and down the stretch as they were making their way toward the playoffs, are those things, a fireable offense?
Well, obviously, he's not the only young buck that we're talking about. Well, I think they should fire him, but it was a really good experience. It was a really good experience for him. He also should, but I don't think he's a good fit for the Tigers. They got out in the first round. Come on now. They got one of the best hitters in Miguel Cabrera. That shouldn't happen. Plus, he should have made some changes in the bullpen after the first
time.
It's a tough call when you have to do on-the-job learning, especially with a veteran team whose window is seemingly closing year in and year out. Dwayne, next 24 seconds are yours.
What you two just said is simply just blasphemous. How do you fire a first-year coach that got them to the playoffs and won the division?
Manager.
Okay, I don't care. You fire someone who got your team to a division. He still got you to he won the division.
He
got out the first round.
Scherzer. We had 3 Cy Youngs.
First round, bounced out.
You give him a chance next year. If he messes up next year, then you let him go. That's
time.
Dwayne, you look like you're ready to hold on to him for just at least another year and give it another shot. And he will. He'll get a little bit more of his quote-unquote type of players, I'm sure, as the free agency will turn around. Our last topic today is centering around Peyton Manning. The veteran quarterback is oftentimes portrayed as this awesome figure, almost iconic figure that can't be touched. Which leads me to my next question. Is he overpraised? Genti, let's hear what you have to say.
Overpraised? Come on now. He's one of the best quarterbacks of all time. He's a 5-time MVP. He's also 38 years old and still the best quarterback in the NFL right now. Let's talk about that. He also has 505 touchdowns. He's 3 away from beating the record. He's second behind Brett Favre, plus a 13-time Pro Bowler. Come on. I think he deserves the praise.
Genti, I like your point about him being 38. Some of us just age like a fine wine. Dwayne, your take on Peyton Manning.
He is way overpraised. This guy has won 1 Super Bowl and has been blessed with the receivers his whole career. That Broncos team, he should be winning a Super Bowl year after year with all the receivers he has. Demaryius Thomas, Wes Welker, he had Eric Decker,
He'll win it this year.
Julius Thomas, Jacob Tamme, running back Monty Ball, Hillman, they're all good. This guy is blessed with talent, but he still cannot win a Super Bowl. Every team he's played with, he's had talent, and
I am loving the enthusiasm today. Taking you on big time, Noah. What's your point about Peyton Manning?
Dwayne, I would have to disagree with you. If anything, he's underpraised. 38 years old, he came back from neck surgery. You just can't put that into words. 5-time MVP, 13-time Pro Bowler, 1-time Super Bowl champion. I mean, come on. The guy is practically God on the football field. I mean, you got young bucks like me. I mean, he's still in the league. He's great.
As you can see, our panelists all have different opinion on a myriad of all of these topics. Thanks for watching this episode of Shot Clock. Check out all the other videos here on Lamphere TV Productions YouTube page, and also check for us out on the Twitter page at Lamphere TV. For everyone at the Shot Clock Studios, I'm Adam Wooley saying grab life by the horn.